messages, so please keep in mind that they're not going to resonate with everyone. So please take what resonates, do leave the rest for someone else. I'm reading the energy. You might have to flip or switch the rules as energy is fluid. My readings are timeless. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the messages. I also want to mention for the viewer to please be respectful in the comments. I am just going to go ahead and leave them on today. And also, I did put my private readings on hold for a moment, and I'll let you know when I do bring that back. Okay. Thank you so much for your support. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, that information is in the description box, as well as the decks I may potentially use. Okay, so let's see what's going on. All right, there's a secret here. Okay, I also want to mention here before I get into the reading. Let's see here. I have to write it down. All right. There's something about a false alarm. Okay, we got Facebook, we got fact checkers, earthquake, we have something about retirement, we have natural disasters, and the angel number 911. Okay, so we've got results coming out here and secrets. This is all to purify. So whatever's coming to the surface, it is to purify the energy. What's happening here for the collective energy? And let's see here. My lights. It's kind of early this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and get this out for the collective, and then I'm going to get into some the signs over the weekend, possibly. All right. There's a major change and a mystery. This is all about that power. We got personal power. We have this secret power with Pisces energy that came out, or Scorpio. Well, I don't know. Okay, let's see. What's happening here for the collective? Here, I got a couple of cards. A group of cards here. Wow. So, Venus, attracting good times, right? Because there is something about a false alarm. So therefore, it is time to attract some good times. This is Venetian energy. Could be Libra. It could be decisions being made to attract something really good, because we have good times in a big way here coming out with the ninth house. And let me show you here. And my lighting's kind of funky. Sorry, maybe that won't work. All right, not this morning. The laws and philosophies. Man, every time I say that, I want to say flaws. Laws and philosophies. The flaws in it all. With the moon, the illusion surrounding it. There's a big illusion surrounding this attraction at this time with this energy. All right. This is about resources. You're going to have the resources to maintain, remain practical, remain productive. About accepting or defending with the moon energy. I want to get one more here. What is happening for the collective in a big way? Wow. The way you project yourself and do it on your own with the first house. Okay, so it's like you totally finished out the cycle, and there's a projection here of some kind of an illusion or fear, and it's an immediacy. First house is in reverse. Moon is in reverse. The laws and philosophies are in reverse. So it's about the way you see something. There's this immediacy. What's that have to do with? The discovery, immediate discovery here about the way you project yourself. So when you're in alignment with the first house, about your actions, when you're in alignment and you don't respond or react to this immediacy because you're over here in the opposite energy, attracting pleasure, and enjoyment, I want to say. Okay, so you're also attracting what opposes the that energy. All right, and that would be the immediacy. Okay, so we got the Four of Cups. You're unbothered here, or somebody's bored, and this is why they're you have bought into some kind of illusion because there's projections here, projections, mirroring, okay, that kind of thing. A hurry up and wait, maybe. And that, is a red flag in itself. Hurry up and wait. So let's see. What's happening here for the collective energy? And you know what? No. Okay. Let's see. Tower. Okay. There's a tower coming in for a reason. There's a purpose behind this tower. It has to do with this projection and the illusions, and some kind of laws or philosophies are crumbling around it. Whether it be a foundation that was built upon this energy, or the magician, yes, it was energy that was built upon to or about this tower. All right, this tower creates an immediacy. Here I got that lightning bolt. Very, very predominant lightning bolt, and I did put that in the beginning. I put that in the beginning. No, I put that in the title. All right, what is this? Venus. Okay, there's deception here with the Seven of Swords. You're being asked to possibly strategize at this time. Okay, the Seven of Swords is deception or some kind of falseness. Somebody also thinks you're getting away with something. Look at that. Running away from the sun, but looking back to see the sun. That's part of that pleasure. Taking a look at what you're attracting and how you're enjoying yourself here with the sun. Pleasure in the sun, and then deception and this law or philosophy and immediate illusion. Four of Cups again. The Four of Cups again. Okay. This energy scene, you're not bothered. This law or philosophy to interfere with or project upon some kind of joy or attraction or pleasure you're acquiring is being noticed for what it is here. Chariot. You're moving forward in a big way. All right. Cancer here, and it is, if it came from all there is, Archangel Metatron. Also with Chariot energy. What's happening here? Thank you so much for the likes, and I do appreciate the support. Okay. And okay, we have a Queen of Swords. Wow. All right. Well, you're not letting something get any further. You've got your sword up. You're not going to accept an illusion about yourself here with your first house. You're doing something on your own, or somebody's watching you do something on your own. Whoop. I wanted to pick up I don't want to pick that up. Okay. Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. Okay. So this illusion has to do with going against the flow. And that would be the immediate response. There's something about an immediate response and taking time to ponder and decide. Okay, that's where strategy comes in, especially if you're aware of something. All right, there is a faulty philosophy that was possibly created. Stubbornness. Somebody's very stubborn with the Four of Cups. Something's very stubborn. There's a boundary. Okay, you set up boundaries with the Queen of Swords. You put your sword up, set up boundaries, and you're no longer accepting things that are deceptive because they're stubborn or bored and they haven't got anything else to do. Let's see. What is this? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, time to work on that Pentacle. There's an offer. Boy, boy, I'm just flipping stuff around here. And I don't, let's see here. Ace of Pentacles. Accept or defend. There's a beginning coming in when you do something on your own. Devil's in reverse. Wow. This is an offer that doesn't contain attachments to any toxic, I almost said material. Okay, so material. And that could be about anything because everything is created from some kind of material or the material world. And I'm not a fan of Madonna. Um, so let's see. Knight of Swords in reverse. That was connected to the devil. This immediacy. Yeah, you're not, I just said it's about the way you respond, the way you project yourself. The offer coming in. All right. This is interference with this offer, this immediacy, whatever interference that might be. It could be huge, it could be small. There's a red flag around it though, with this Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody's action. Okay, somebody took an action. We have Temperance in the, so I have Capricorn and Sagittarius here, Aries here, Libra here. I saw Leo. I saw Leo. I saw the sun, so that's Leo. All right. You got healing with Temperance, with these words, communications, illusions of faulty information, because I had a fact checker, a faulty fact checker, a false fact checker. All right. So the source of the information or the deception or lie. Okay, let's see. I want to okay, you close the past, locked out. Wow. And this is for attraction and pleasure. Somebody's not going to attract good times. Okay. Do not enter. Pleasure. Being blocked. Past or close. You blocked someone. Trust your feelings on this. I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle once. For the collective in this update, what is happening here with this false thing here? Sweet satisfaction, good taste, savoring it. Pleasure. You get a lucky break. Wow. Somebody's watching you get a lucky break and, you know, you threw the dice. You had a successful adventure to something good. Good. I got the word good 2 times. Maybe somebody got a sour grape or somebody's having sour grapes here. Told someone no. Unfinished business, loose ends, feels restless now with the 7 of Swords. Okay, somebody did something quickly and it has to do with business. It was for pleasure, restlessness now. I don't think there's a loose end. The only loose end is what? You're right on time. Do it now. Seize the day. Yeah, you're not spending time tying up loose ends because there's something new to seize now. Somebody thought here's this offer. You're not paying attention. Why? It's from the past. Wow, did something just light up? I don't know. Sure seemed like it. Turning back, walk away, unreceptive to new ideas. Wow, unfinished business. Right, look at that, 4 of Cups, unreceptive to new ideas. Somebody's also unreceptive to the truth, to new ideas, so it's like, oh, I wish I remembered what it was. What was that I read this morning? Unwilling to change their perspective because their old perspective served a purpose. There's a spotted reputation, rotten idea, new ideas, rotten ideas. So these ideas are the philosophies and the laws somebody's coming up with here. Paths are closed. Okay, so this was all to interfere with some kind of reputation about entrance. Somebody had a rotten plan, and it looks like turning back. You told this energy no twice. So it's turning back up. It's folding back up on itself here. Whatever went against the flow with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's going back up on itself. Your ideas are rejected. All right, somebody's ideas are being rejected, not satisfied with results. Something about the checking something, trying to check something, or an actual check of some kind. Another no, not accepting. Okay, so you're not accepting less than here. If your idea, okay, so wait a minute here. Also, rejection is protection. So I have new ideas and your ideas are rejected. So your new ideas were rejected with the past. So now you set up boundaries and accepted that. There's an energy here. You also, another no, making a final effort before falling away. Some of these old ideas are falling away and withering because you closed the path. There isn't unfinished business. Now here's the yeses. Wow. And you're right on time again. Something about time. The time is now. The way you project yourself, it matters. All right. It's the icing on the cake and all the sprinkles too with the Ace of Pentacles. Got something really nice coming in and you're right on time. So nothing's going to block this at all. Okay. Uplifts your spirit, easy to do, and light work. Okay, so something's really going to be fun. It's the sprinkles on the cake. Okay, so there's an energy here about burning through money on a poor investment. This unfinished business idea or plan was a bad idea. And somebody's going to be realizing that's a bad idea. Could be a King of Wands. Energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see. What is this energy and this attracting of the collective? Six of Cups in reverse. Something about the past reflection is off. About this unfinished business. That it doesn't seem like there's unfinished business here. So it's somebody's wish. Ten of Pentacles in reverse was luck in reverse. Here, Four of Wands. Somebody didn't think you were going to be lucky here, or the luck has turned around. This has to do with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It has to do with generational wealth or cycles or something not going in one's favor. So it keeps coming back around. It's interfering with attraction. Okay, whatever this is or whoever this is for. If that resonates, there's a reward here. When you are rejected by one idea, you got a reward in a different place. There's something going in your favor with the law, spiritual law, physical law, this activity, Knight of Wands, a result, Ten of Wands, in reverse. Something about responsibility. Somebody didn't want to take responsibility. That's the truth. Somebody had a wish. It was about trust and responsibility and activity. Accepting a new offer, or this could be a marriage proposal, or this is community. This is, what is a community cooperation or support or ideas that are aligned with 1111. This is, you're not unlucky. This is the opposite. The possibility, Seven of Cups with the Moon, Queen of Wands in reverse. Wow, gonna have to watch you get your icing on the cake and the sprinkles too. Cake could be significant. Birthdays could be significant. But he's losing their passion. They're late, behind schedule with the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is how someone is projecting themselves or doing something on their own. It's being shown that there are possibilities. It's a behind schedule. Okay. Hermit in reverse. See the way you project yourself. Contemplation in reverse. Hermit in reverse. Virgo and fire sign. With that movement, trying to move something forward. This is outside energy, uncontemplative. It's about interfering with a schedule, your schedule. You're always right on time. It's like impossible to interfere with your schedule. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Love life in reverse. Wow. Okay. This is all about love life, a renewed love, past loves, or past commitments. There's unnecessary worries. So this energy of this illusional energy is to create worry, but it's like going back. Return the sender, possibly. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse. That's not having an epiphany or a life-changing experience, or you had one already, one or the other. It's time a big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way, but it's in reverse. This unfinished business has to do with an imbalance of energies, of masculine, feminines. It has to do with faith or different faith systems. It has to do with valuing your self-worth, but it's in reverse. So it could have been simply an unlucky time in which you thought was when you were with someone. Easy does it in reverse, overdoing something. What's the energy here? I'm not going to make it too long because wellness in reverse. Wow, this is what they're attracting. Unwellness, unlucky, deceptive business. Let yourself sparkle and shine in reverse. Okay. So the energy of dimming one's light, possibly to fit in. Don't do that. Don't dim your light to fit in. Okay. You are being guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. So this is about, a community. Yeah, dimming your light to fit into a community because of some kind of unwellness. Forgiveness heals. Forgiving this community or forgiving yourself or forgiving what was unwell about this spiritual or religious and energy. Time to release repressed anger as it is blocking health and happiness. And here I have the recovery of health and wellness is in reverse. Join with like-minded individuals for friendship and spiritual growth, but that's not, so that's part of this false community or the alarms that keep coming up, whether they be synchronicities. Prodigal son could be relevant here. I did look that up this morning. That is Luke 15, I think, chapter 15, and then verse 11 through 32. I think I remember that, right? Okay, I want to see here. Choose wisely. What you're attracting, because you're attracting all sorts of things connected to beliefs and ideas having to do with laws and philosophies and in a big way. So this is like challenging to a collective, challenging to a lower vibing connecting to a lower vibing community or something. Okay, decisions that shape your path and challenges. Stay open to learning as answers are revealed on your destined journey. Okay, so in choosing wisely, being right on time, and staying in the now, you're making good choices and they're not interfering with this Ace of Pentacles. And the devil is out of the way. The community's out of the way. Okay. On your own. Do it on your own. On your own here twice. All right. It's time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. Okay. New perspective time. What's happening? Let's give them the messages. Sky of clarity. Wow. Clouds could be significant here. All right. This looks like a reflection of the clouds on water. That looks like a beach. So we got soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are infinite. As the azure expanses. Azure. Wow. Okay. First time I see that word. Shield of resilience. Wow. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. Wow. Okay. That is what's happening. Shield of resilience with this community and a sky of clarity around it. No illusions. No illusions. Wow, the devil's in reverse. So yeah. Okay, when you're in the now. Okay. Let's see. Stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. All right, you're exposing what is inauthentic within this system. I'm going to say, oh, well, that's weird. I turn it over and they're both, okay. Meadow of moments. That was interesting. Okay, bask in a meadow or in the meadow of moments. Where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. The now. Right now, you're on time now. Moments. You're sculpturing yourself, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. About somebody's identity and the way they project themselves. This could have to do with false identity, some kind of identity. Everyone has value in reverse. Learn from your mistakes in reverse. Okay, the energy is going to go back, and someone has a choice to learn and unlearn, or unlearn and learn. There's always a choice to be of service in reverse. All right. Practice moderation. You're not overextending yourself. When you practice moderation, that's enough discipline not to overextend yourself back to energy in which took something for granted or felt entitled to it in some kind of way. You have a sky of clarity. I almost said sea of clarity. So you have a sky and sea of clarity, which is air, water. Okay, possess self-confidence. All right, you're doing so, taking responsibility for your actions. And you're also enforcing those boundaries. It's about patience being a virtue. Maybe you did learn this patience lesson. Let's see. Or is that this other community is impatient? That's why all these projections are immediate. Immediate attention, immediate this or that or whatever. All right. Okay, learn from your mistakes is in reverse. about this patience. So somebody's having a hard time learning the lesson of patience. This Queen of Wands in reverse energy. Let's see, that is in Devil energy. Okay. Inspire others in reverse. I just said it is in something's into that Devil energy, uninspirational, impatient, this community or group. Appreciate your talents. You have a talent when you do something on your own and you're learning a new talent, or a new talent is being created, or an offer that enhances, or you don't shrink yourself to shine here with your talents. So appreciate who you are, and that's what you're going to attract others. Okay. Abundance is your right in reverse. Something to do with abundance being projected as with a attached to this community. Here. It's an illusion about this abundance and your talent and creating with your talents. This community projected, projected a lack. Okay, well, that's going back to, okay, anything that was projected out there and they're not attaching to your law or philosophy or ideas or beliefs, or is not going to attach a cord or stick or be successful. And go ahead and pull a couple more themes before I close it out. Thank you so much again for this night. For hanging with me. My hands are really cold. I mean, they're always cold in the winter, but yeah, they fingernails on a chalkboard could be significant. What's happening here? What could be helpful for the collective? I got number 10, ending the cycle. Your cycle that you're closing out, and this is an antique. Number 10. So there's an old cycle. It's not real antique. It's fake antique. So you can look. Oh, okay. It is a pendant. Okay. This is protected. This ending is protected with angel in the pocket. And something about stuttering there because I don't normally do that. Okay. We have a lucky beginning with a 4-leaf clover is protected. This ending and your new beginning and bismuth. Something's very heated up because bismuth is a heated element that makes it all shiny and colorful. So something about bismuth. And I think that is the element or whatever it is that goes into stomach stuff. Isn't it? I mean, not in the same way, of course, but it might be related. Let me pull one more here. Okay, what is the owl? Wisdom. Okay, you're gaining clarity and wisdom. This owl energy, it could be about synchronicity, the owl spirit, or an owl totem. I'm going to look up the owl totem, angel. I said Archangel Metatron, Archangel Raphael could be significant as well here. Because I have a 4-leaf clover, which is green. So there's green energy here. All right, what's happening here? For the collective and this energy that came out today. Let's see. Hush. H-U-S-H. Hush. I got lush. I got gush. I got push. Okay, we have dash. DoorDash could be significant. Dash. Cash. Dash for cash. I got Fuck. I got luck. Ooh. Luck and lucky. All right, lucky cash. I got yucky. Something's yucky. Oh, you're lucky. There's duck. Something about ducks or a duck or ducking or duck. There's a dish here. Trish. There's no R, and I got Trish. So his has. There's a dock, a lock, a key, a lock and key. Pray. There's no R. Maybe it's pay instead. Pay. I don't have the R. Key. There's the key. I don't know if I said key. Pay. Somebody's name could be Trey or something about a tray. Trey. Huck. Hawk. Flip. Somebody's trying to flip. A trip. Flip a trip. A flop. A crop. No R, but I got crop. I don't know why. Puke. Puck. House. House. Something about the day. Flying during the day. Or I got take. Say. I got this. I got thick. I think could be thick. Ick. A lie. A lie could be icky. Sly. Somebody thought I was sly. Something about try. The TR, That R is in here again. Why do I keep doing that? R is very significant here. I got sleuth. You could be a sleuth. SL. I don't know if sleuth is SLUTH or SLOOTH. A sloth. Cloth. Click. Something's in a click. In a click. About a click. Community is a click. Yes. YES. Some you could be saying sub. Yep. Her. No R. Something about the R. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thanks a lot. See you next time.